So, tutorials. See, look, Cabbage Man is here. He's playable in some degree or passion. So you have like a tutorial of like every character. Let me see, just like regular tutorial. Learn the buttons, dashes, practicing motion inputs. Let's just like do these, right? Because a lot of players, a lot of casual players will be like jumping in and they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. So this is kind of like, you know, to show y'all, right? Before you cry and complain online to social media and be like a part of somebody's like content. All actions in this game use 4 buttons. Let's learn them. ABCs, right? ABC, 1, 2, 3, and then there's flow. Right? So you have like a tutorial where the game will like stop or pause or slow down for you, and you can actually try to do these moves too. So I'm gonna do forward flow and forward A. I did it too slow because I was, you know, explaining. Then I do down. Down A, down B, down C. Simple, right? Now if I do it really fast, rating on how well you did, how well you timed your buttons. You're a 15%, I'm a 50% apprentice. Right? So and dashes. Dashes are the primary way to move around. So you could do like forward, forward, or you can press 2 buttons. They teach you how to do back dashes, right? I'm a 9 apprentice, right? Do it again. See, look at all those grades. Wow, I'm a student, right? Now that you know these tutorials, you can do them by yourself. And this is special motions. If you never tried to do fighting game special inputs before, these might seem intimidating, obviously. Right? Down, down forward, and forward, and then press A. Slowly, right? Slowly. I'm doing it slowly for you guys. Down, down, forward, and then press A. Right? That's how you do motions, right? Now if I do it my normal way, right? EX moves, right? This is with a motion input, but instead of 1 button, it's 2 buttons.
Give up! Red Lotus!
Red Lotus.
The revolution has already begun!
Now this is the big thing, it's like guarding. People don't know how to block.
Bruh.
People think that like guarding, like man, blocking's for bitches. Might save your life, you know? So, and they even show you a breakdown. 800. I am the Avatar, 100%. See how easy blocking is? Success. Now this is intermediate, and these are the in-game stuff that they teach, that they don't teach you, but you will be taught today. Getting hit will often send you flying. You can choose to recover back or forward. When recovering in the air, upward directions are possible. You can also flow escape with back or forward with flow. A forward flow escape is especially useful for escaping the corner. It costs 50% and locks the flow gauge from regenerating for a short time. Yeah, so there's like the cost. It's like a very expensive expensive defensive mechanic, but if you're able to get out of the corner in this game where players will prioritize locking you in the corner, it's better. Try breakdown. So they will stop and you do forward with flow. Perfect. You can also even hold forward when doing the teching. It's essentially like a tech. It's the most it's not even high execution, it's not even anything like that. When you press the button, as soon as your character in mid like combo or at the end of the combo, as soon as the character touches the ground, you like press the button as soon as they touch the floor. No, you can just hold forward and then press or mash flow. Throws cannot be defended with guarding. Throws can be escaped by pressing light attack with flow. Throw attempts are often preceded by a dash. Be ready to throw escape. Yep. So, teaching you how to break. Walk backward. And then throw escape. Throw tech. Yep. Just simple 2 buttons. But it's not always going to be like a tick grab, right? That's what's commonly called as a tick grab. Rather, some players will like mix up their grab game, right? They can just do like empty jump grab, which is also a term on glossary.infil, where you do empty jump, like just jump with no action behind it, and then go for like throw. It's like a mind game. Or you can do like empty jump low into like throw. There are lots of like options, right? It's not going to be guaranteed that a lot of players are going to do that, so you just have to like be ready at a moment's notice. That could be intimidating at a moment's notice. How would you know? There's no like cheat sheet. You just have to play the game constantly. Have to like get your foot onto the ground. There you go. Khaiza teaching new generation of champions. God. Air throws, right? So there are air throws in this game. When you like grab the opponent like in the air, it's the same input as a ground throw. Light attack and with flow. What you do is the demo. So you jump, lock high.
What will you do now? Be gone!
So they show you like, so what Sokka does, jump, jump, block high. So you have to hold directly back, right? And then the next instance, Sokka's about to jump. You jump too, jump in any direction, but the way Sokka is positioned, you have to jump up forward. So jump up forward, and then air throw, which is the light button, or A, and then flow together.
What will you do now? Be gone!
So, again, so you block high, Sokka jumps now, jump up forward, he's about to swing, air heavy, you jump up forward, and then button with flow. So you have to press it at the same time, not one at a time, but at the same time.
What will you do now? Be gone! This is the consequence. Be gone!
That's how you do air throw, right? But let's do it again properly. When Sokka jumps, I did it too late, so I gotta do it again. Practice makes perfect.
This is the consequence. Be
There
gone!
you go. Flow stance, right? This is an important button. So when you do this move, flow stance, it's holding down the A button, and it's a universal guard/parry. So it's better than guarding, because guarding can only get you like so far. So in that instance, you see how it's impossible to block this kind of like, you know, setup with Kyoshi, where she has like an instant air like float attack? That's impossible to guard. You can't be blocking left and right, you know, at this like just like that. No, you're not that godlike. So that's why the flow button exists, right? So I'm blocking low, right? Because block low, And then after this sequence that Kiyoshi does, you hold down...
Bruh.
You hold down the flow and you can escape things. So you don't get the opportunity to be mixed up. I'm gonna try again, right? So I have to block low, right? So I'm blocking low, hold down back on the button. In this current position, it's down back. If it was the opposite, if we switch sides, then it would have been hold forward, hold down forward. See how I got mixed up? Blocking will only get you so far. Now I do it again. Block. Let me do the tutorial. Right? Lock low, right? Oof. 5:22 a.m. Wow. Oh, God, do it, right? Reset, please. Thank you. Yeah, I see what they're doing. There you go. Yep. Now we get to flow moves. Using flow cancels will drastically increase your options. Forward plus flow can be cancelled into other flow moves for a minor flow cost. Attack and command normals can also be flow cancelled, right? So we'll go them by slowly, cause right, it's very fast.
Bruh.
So, breakdown. We're playing as Aang. We go for light attack. Light attack again. Then flow back, which is back in the direction and flow. Then we go air flow down. That puts you back into the ground. But now we do forward flow, which is like a unique forward movement for Aang specifically. Airflow neutral. That's the glider. And then we do Y, medium. And then this is Aang's command normal, which is an overhead. Flow forward. Do it again. Neutral flow. Light. Again, very fast. I'll do it again, homies, just so we can like keep up, right? So, light. So we start off with Aang's light attack. A. Switch button notation. There you go. A. A again. Then flow back. Go airflow down, or down airflow, which is, it brings you back to the ground, right? That's Aang's gimmick. This now works for every character, but it only works for Aang. then forward flow, right? Forward and the flow button. Airflow neutral. And then B, or medium. Forward B. Command normal. And then forward and flow. And flow neutral again, like we did a couple of frames ago. Then A. It just takes constant practice and repetition, right? It's very, like, you know, again, intimidating because it's going by a minute, but take advantage of this tutorial. It will stop for you. You're not in any rush sort of thing. This is not a test. Well, maybe a little bit. There's no, like, test in a fighting game, right? But you just gotta keep practicing over and over and over again until you get it at a competent level. Now let me do it now. Oops. Oops, I'm forgetting. See, but I'm not a perfect, like, teacher because I'm not a perfect example because I forget shit, right? I got it this time, but I just immediately forgot. Every person is different, you know? Now, is that all the intermediate stuff? Yeah. So that's a general idea of how Avatar Legends the fighting game work. Just constant, like, practice. Once you get, like, the hang of it, then yeah, it's pretty nice. But again, for like a third time, practice, repetition, right? This is a fighting game, but it's not like any, like, fighting game. This is a fighting game based on a popular IP, which is Nickelodeon's Avatar: The Last Airbender. And there will be a lot of guys, a lot of casual guys and gals like yourselves that are watching probably this video, are gonna be like, hey, how do I play this game? I jumped into online, I got my ass beat by a sweat lord, you know? And I got content farmed, right? Well, what happened? Did you block? Did you follow any of the tutorial? Did you lab your character? Did you do any of the trials? Then maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Don't give up. It's easy to, like, give up and say, bro, I'm not gonna be content farm. I'm not gonna play this game. I'm gonna play, like, you know, something else. But the thing about, like, fighting games is that it's about perseverance. It's about patience, quote unquote, in a sense. Now I'm just hamming up like I'm in a church and I'm a priest or a Molana. Keep at it, right? Of course, they're not the perfect, like, you know, video game like genre, and of course this is like, fighting games are like the most nichest genre like there is. But I like fighting games, you know, for a lot of other reasons, for my own reasons, right? If you like something, go practice at it. Just keep on labbing, just keep on practicing, just keep on. Don't, like, jump into online and be in the negative state of mind where it's like, you know, hey, I can't, like, do any of these, like, combos. I can't seem to, like, get any better. The feeling of, like, losing, you know, is there. I myself know what that's like, right? I rage a lot in a lot of other games, including, like, fighting games, so you're not alone in that department. You're not alone in that department. But what I would suggest is, like, you know, maybe hit the lab. You know? It is a video game. You're allowed to, like, you know, buy it, like it, or in worst cases, dislike it. You know? We're spending money for a luxury device and on a video game genre that doesn't really have the most welcoming of casuals, you know? So, yeah, like, you got me beat on there. But if you like it, if you enjoy, like, this genre, if you want to get better, not saying at a tournament level, there is a thing called knowing your limits, right? Of course, you can totally, like, argue with me that you can push past those limits. You could, like, overcome those limits, right? Overcome those boundaries and prove me wrong. I always love to be proven wrong. But if you got the drive for it, go for it. Just take advantage of things. As a tutor, been a tutor since, like, 2015. The number one thing I always like tell my students, whether it be, you know, computer science, computer arts, or even like all of like the math classes, practice. Practice, guys. You're not gonna like get better if you do not practice, right? That exam that's coming up, you're not gonna know shit if you don't practice. You can't just like wing it. Some people are good at math, some people are not. Everybody takes time. You know, everybody's unique. Right? Just I encourage y'all to practice.